Verano himself should have done better on that play, getting tight with Brown, not letting him turn and get a strike on goal.
Well, you may notice when we get a wider camera angle that there are a few more spectators coming in for the second half. The Montreal Ultras, we understand, were so disgusted by what happened the other night against Toronto FC, they boycotted the first half. Is this what you've been hearing?
Yeah, I've been told by reliable sources that the Ultras were not in attendance for the first half. They preferred to watch the first half in a pub nearby, and they're going to show up for the second half. But I think everyone associated with the Montreal Impact was disappointed by the performance they put on Thursday night against Toronto FC. Take nothing away from Toronto FC, we've said this a number of times already. They played exceptionally well and certainly deserved the 6 goals, but it was a poor performance from Montreal, no question. And the fans are making their voices known. We heard from Joey Saputo earlier. He's not especially happy, but I'm sure he'll be much more pleased with the scoreline today, with Montreal leading 2-0.
He was honestly apologetic at half-time, said sorry to the fans, and I guess that's all you can do. But he talked about pride as well. Well, we do have a referee. Mr. Tazev is back on the field with his assistants. And finally, the white shirts of the Montreal Impact, led by Matt Jordan, and the blue shirts of the Vancouver Whitecaps, return to the playing surface at the Saputo Stadium. There's a shot of the section where the Ultras normally sit. Well, there are certainly some vacant blue seats there, but we understand that they are on their way. Vancouver Whitecaps with issues to address in this second half. Number 14 there is Marcus Haber, 9 is Marlon James. That's the strike force that needs to break through for the Whitecaps in the second half.
And they haven't really had many opportunities. James had a great header from that Nash free kick that came off the bar. Marco Retta, as you said, Nigel, following up, heading it off the post. 2 best chances for Vancouver to open the scoring.
And Matt Jordan has hardly been troubled in that first half, other than that melee just before half-time. But on that occasion, he was saved by the woodwork. Twice in as many seconds, it went as quickly as that. So we have 11 aside, we have a referee, we have a soccer ball. And number 7, David Testo, gets us underway in the second half with the white shirts of the Montreal Impact kicking from left to right in this second half. Soli had to hurry a little. Di Lorenzo will find Simon Gatti. Gives it away to the left back of Verano. Arce finds Haber, watched by Soli, trying to turn him inside and out. Soli caught the man before the ball, in the opinion of the referee. And it is an early opportunity for Vancouver right at the start of this second half.
Well, it's another opportunity for Martin Nash, perhaps, to deliver a dangerous ball into the box. And there is size there. Haber, James, Retta.
It all comes to naught. Jordan just watched it loop behind the dead ball line. For a goal kick to the Montreal Impact, who lead by Rocco Placentino's second goal of the season and Roberto Brown's third, scored in a 5-minute spell late in the first half. There's Knight over there with the throw up the touchline. Haber takes a tumble, but he is penalised. Pixelito brings it away for the Impact. Finds Dave Testo. And then Felix Brillant operating on this right-hand side, trying to get past Irano. Couldn't, but does win the throw. Options on the bench for the Whitecaps. Should Taylor Torderson decide to change things about, I imagine he will Argentino took a tumble there, just slipped on the turf. Corner is the decision. But perhaps Taylor Torgerson doesn't strike me as a man who panics too much. Joey Jurtson just getting a rub down there on the bench for Montreal today. Come back to the fullback Torgerson in a moment after Sandro Grande has delivered this corner, which Jane Ollie gathers in traffic. So Taylor Torgerson, his team are 2-0 down at half-time. How long does he give it before he starts changing things about?
Well, I think he seriously has to consider making some changes 10 or 15 minutes in. If the players on the field aren't getting the job done, haven't given them a lifeline, he has to look down his bench at someone like possibly an Ansu Toure, who's not in the starting 11 today because of an injury, but deemed fit enough to be on the bench. He might be deemed capable of coming on and changing the game. He's quick, he's direct, he likes to get at defenders, and that's what they're going to need in order to create goal-scoring opportunities.
Does have opportunities and different options on the bench, despite those 2 suspensions and a raft of injuries, but certainly there are more than one way to crack an egg, so they say. Maybe Torgerson will give his players until around about the hour mark before considering adjustments. Linesman's flag is up on this near side. And the Ultras have finally made it. And not surprisingly, the volume of noise inside the Saputo Stadium has increased significantly in the last 2 or 3 minutes. Trafford. And Marco Reda, unlucky not to score in the closing minutes of the first half. Reda actually scored in the last match that Vancouver played, which was some 8 days ago, scored the winner against Miami in a 3-2 victory. He was very close to celebrating again. Nash with the chip ahead, Gatti the header. Grande trying to get Roberto Brown going. Reda was watchful. Testo back to his captain, Pizzolito. And Pisoli. Give and go with Placentino. And Giroud on that far side, operating the left back berth. Although he can play as a wing back, Giroud got plenty of speed. Placentino thought he was away again, but the linesman's flag on this near side halted the advance.
There's really no excuse for that from Placentino. He's out wide, he's got his feet in the touchline. You can see right across the line where the defenders are. He needs to be able to keep himself onside until Pizzolito plays that ball.
Girano for Vancouver, faced by Testo, and in fact just gave it to him. So Grande inviting Brillant to stretch his legs. Takes a deflection and has gone behind for a corner.